My name is Stu, and here we are with the JagerMech review that I have been meaning to do. Currently, I own two JagerMechs, or JagerMechs, or however you want to pronounce it. I own the DD and the A variant. The A, of course, being the one with the missiles. I don't have the other one. Can't remember off the top of my head, but hey, I don't really need it because I can essentially review it by reviewing the DD because it's essentially the same mech, although that the other one has, I believe, 4 energy points and 3 ballistics, I think, something like that, or 4 ballistics, not quite sure. But this one has 6 and 2 and an AMS. The A has 2 ballistics, 2 energies, 1 AMS, and 4 missiles. So let's go check out what the other one has real quick. We'll go into here, and I will be buying it because I will be getting the elite tier for these mechs. It has 4 ballistics, 4 energies, and 1 AMS. So it's all around not too bad. So that's pretty cool. But yes, I'm definitely enjoying these the JagerMech so far. It's a really good mech when used correctly, I feel. And I think people are complaining about the armor values. Well, that's how it is. It's a squishy mech. You're not really meant to be going head to head with anything. You're kind of meant to be long range fire support, and that is the description of what it is as on Samara. And I will read that in a second. So generally I like to use dual AC-20s on these things because it's pretty nasty. It works pretty well, and you have a really good speed as well, especially if you're using the XL260. You can get a really nice top speed, and along with carrying quite a fair bit of ammo, so it's a lot better than the catapult. And along with the catapult, the catapult can't move its arms. The JagerMech can move its arms, so that allows you to fire up and down a lot more easier than the catapult. So you have a lot more flexibility with the dual AC-20 build, and hell, even the dual Gauze build. You have a lot more flexibility when using this mech. So it's great, yeah. I really do enjoy it. A few other things that you can do a full retard. I don't know what it would be, but you can have 6 AC2s installed. That's just mental. Why would you want to do that? I mean, it's fun, but, you know, it's a bit crazy. You can have 4 Ultra AC5s. Yeah, 4. But you gotta have a low armor value and not a lot of ammo. But you can do it. You can do it. It is possible. You can have 3 Ultra AC5s. You can have 2 OBXs. You can have 2 Gauzes. You can have 2 AC10s. You can have 4 AC5s. You know, anything you think of, you can probably do it on the JagerMech. So yeah, that's the one with the 6 ballistic slots though. So on the other one that only has 4, I mean, you're limited to 4, so what can't you do? You can't do the 6 AC2s, which, you know, that's only really if you're going to be pissing about. So, yeah, it's not really anything. You're not really missing out, and you're also gaining 4 energy points over the 2 energy points that this has. So the S is probably, I would say, a better variant, really. For what it is, because you can pretty much do everything on that, and you, as I say, you got the 4 energy points. So I think overall that is probably the better mech, but of course I saw the 6 ballistic points and went, holy shit, I'm buying that. So yeah. Anyways, the description reads, designed as an anti-aircraft platform and a long-range fire support unit, the JagerMech was intended to correct several perceived faults of the original Rifleman. While it does address the Rifleman's heat issues and limited ammunition, it does so at the cost of significant armor protection, carrying only a measly 6 tons of standard armor. The JagerMech is very vulnerable to return fire. In its favor, the long range of its autocannons combined with the excellent Garrett D2 targeting and tracking system, made famous by the Rifleman, which I'm pretty sure is not in this game, made it a prime choice for anti-aircraft work, and the long range of its autocannons also allow it to engage many enemies without suffering return fire. And when stationary, it's able to fire all of its weapons without heat buildup. That's also not in this game. So some of that is basically tabletop stuff, I would assume, like the targeting system and not heat build up. I'm pretty sure that's all tabletop. And that doesn't really fully apply into this game, though this game is based mostly on tabletop values. So, yeah. And yes, this mech is very squishy indeed. Standard armor values are pretty poor, to be fair. I'm pretty sure that the side torsos are at about 24. Center is about 34. The arms are generally around 16, I think. So it's very vulnerable. So I generally tend to buff up the armor values as much as I can. As you can see, I'm using max near enough, other than in certain places, because you kind of need to if you want to last longer. Because now you see everybody using LRMs again, it's just kind of raining death. And especially if you're using an XL engine, you're kind of buggered if you get fucked by LRMs. And honestly, you can't really turn your back in this mech because your back's only got a measly 10 points on each center torso, and then I buffed it up to 22 on the back. So, yeah, it's kind of like you gotta be very careful in exposing yourself with this mech, because if an Atlas or something big gets around to your back, you're pretty much screwed. And no, you're not gonna come back from that. So the missile variant is different. The other two variants are basically the same. They just have ballistic slots and some energy points. But this one switches it up for some missile points, and I'm not sure on it really. I mean, it's okay. I guess it's cool, but like I said, it's not really got the face to face armor values, so it can't really hold up in a straight up fight against many mechs. So putting SRMs on it is kind of pointless. I mean, I guess you could put streak SRMs on it to kind of defend yourselves from light mechs. I guess that would be one use for it. The LRMs, I mean, they're okay, but you kind of really need Artemis, and that just takes up more tons. And having a good ton value on this mech, it's very difficult. I'm finding it very hard to just make a good missile ballistic build. And maybe there is one, maybe there isn't. I don't know. I just kind of like to keep it simple. I just like to have AC-20s. I just like to blow people's face off, you know. And yeah, I suppose there are builds you could do. You could have, like, I don't know, an Ultra AC5. Where's the Streak SRMs? Streak SRMs. Come on. Ultra AC5. And, Streak SRMs. And you could very well do that. You could easily do that. And then I suppose you could put, like, you could drop SRM4s in here, just in case if they get up even closer, wham. And you still got, spare tonnage for ammo, and I've already pretty much put a load of AC-20 ammo in this thing. So you can fill that up with Ultra AC-5 ammo. So, And I've also got 2 medium lasers installed on this thing. So maybe that's not a bad build. Who knows? You never know. Hell, you could even make these SRM6s if you really want to push it. So maybe I'll give this build a go. It sounds interesting, doesn't it? That's an SRM4. I am clever. Yeah. I've seen some guys using dual LBXs now. I wouldn't recommend it. As I said, squishy mech. Squishy. And LBXs are a very close range weapon. The LBX is basically a shotgun. You fire it and it spreads. It's not a very good long range weapon. So when you kind of see someone using it like from miles away, you're kind of just thinking, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? So overall, I really do enjoy this mech. I think it is a great new addition to the mech list, and I can't wait for them to fix a few things. I think the head hitbox is still a bit way too easy to hit, and a few other things on it are a bit naff, but other than that, it's a really solid mech. I can't really think of anything wrong with it. I mean, to me, it's a solid mech. Now, maybe some people have issues with it, maybe some people don't like it for a certain reason, but to me, it's just a great ballistic mech, and I think people have been waiting a good while for a really good ballistic mech. The catapult was sort of like, you know, you didn't want to use an Atlas and then just put, like, well, even an Atlas, you couldn't have two Gauzes. You can, I think you could have, maybe, not sure, but you couldn't have two AC-20s. The catapult you could, but, you know, it was always kind of slow and you lacked the ammo. And now we finally got this JagerMech that we can actually have a decent build of ballistics. And I like it. I really do like it. So I'm really happy to add these to my collection. I've finally got the Eliteed on the Hunchbacks, but that's for another video. I don't know why the hell did I just include that in the review, but hey. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. My name's been Evil Others Do. If you enjoyed my review, please leave a comment and a like, and if you wish to, subscribe to my channel. I will do more MechWarrior content, and I'm going to be doing some more Blacklight Retribution soon, as a good friend of mine has bought me everything in that game. Well, yeah, pretty much everything. So I'm going to be doing more of that pretty soon. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. My name's been Evil Others Do, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun.